Instead of blanking out and having nothing to say, there are some ways that are less noticed but can make you more interesting in conversations. The commonly suggested way, like asking open-ended questions, might seem like a good way to become more interesting to other people, but that's only a short-term solution. And I'll explain why with these core mindsets that a lot of people overlooked when trying to develop a more interesting personality style. The thing is, most people already have a little too much practice being good listeners. So advices like ask better questions or be more curious. This is really just going to make things worse. Forming strong, genuine opinions is what allows you to become more interesting. I only like eating nut-flavored ice cream. That's interesting, because it causes people to wonder why. Explaining that then becomes the start of an interesting conversation. However, the average person heavily edits that initial opinion to make it socially acceptable to other people, because they're really afraid of what other people might think about it. As a result, people aren't actually being genuine. So next time, notice and voice that original opinion you have about something, rather than heavily editing everything, because that's the more interesting part of you. But you can also combine this with another effective strategy, the highs and the lows. The truth is, most people talk to inform. So it's facts after facts after facts. And lectures aren't that interesting. Instead, you want to focus on the high and the low parts of your life, because these are the more interesting and memorable experiences you have. Honestly, these can be really small moments. Like the other day, I needed flour for cooking. But these days people have been baking a lot, so there never really seems to be enough. I walk in the store and I'm visualizing exactly what I need to do. Go right down the center and make a left at that aisle. But the moment that I stepped into that aisle, that section was completely clean. Like, not even sugar was left. I'm very frustrated at that point. But as I squat down in disappointment, I saw that one extra bag of flour just hiding in the back. And that made my day. So really try to focus on the small moments of your life. Find that highs and lows parts of your life and share that experiences to make your conversations more interesting. Next is engaging the most important part of communication, which is your visible emotions. A lot of people aren't actually very naturally expressive with their body language or with their facial expressions, even when they feel really excited. And that stiff face is what really throws people off, because other people might think they're being serious. That disconnect is a common mistake that a lot of people are making, which make them appear more boring. And since 70% of communication is through our bodies, we need to really match our body with our emotions. So this means that you might have to amplify or overexpress your facial expressions so that your emotions are more visible and more interesting to the people that you're talking to. The last mindset is one that cannot be overlooked, and that is new experiences. If you want to be a more interesting person, then you need to have more interesting experiences to share with other people. And I know that trying new things might seem really daunting at times, but you should always try to be pushing yourself to grow, because it really makes you into a better person in all aspects of life. If you can't run a marathon, then run a mile. If you can't run a mile, then walk a mile. And the truth is, with new experiences, you can start with even something that's small, like trying a new food. If you tried the food and you didn't like it, you didn't lose any money. You just paid for a new experiences that gave you a new opinion about something. And that opinion gives you a little more personality, which makes you more interesting as a person. If you want, you can leave in the comment section and tell me which point you like the most. And if you have found this video helpful, you can hit that like button and that subscribe button so that we can keep on talking. And I'll talk to you guys next time.